Well, we can still...
Letterbox.
Hello, everybody!
Whoa, what up?
Welcome
What
back
the
to
fuck
another
was
Howling
Were you
Hour.
hitting a pose? No, was
Yeah,
hitting a pose.
I felt so I had to go grab something for a topic that we're talking about, and I forgot it until last second, so I fell back into my chair as I ran back.
Good job,
But
dumbass.
I had to present. So
So, Danny is joining us from the Shadow Realm. He will pop in and out of camera as we are talking today. He is
the Phantom
in the
Zone.
middle. Yep.
What up?
He is tearing apart his house.
Yeah,
fun.
look at him.
Yeah,
With a
Home
contract
run
with
amazing
whistle
Danny.
while
sounds
you
great,
work.
honestly.
We gotta we gotta sell a line of Danny Ken dolls of just him in different situations.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
that'd
would
be
work.
amazing. Actually, I have 2 Danny Vega pops, by the way. Custom made. A friend of mine gave it to me, and it's badass, dude. It's awesome. Can't wait to show you guys.
I made my ex-girlfriend a custom Funko Pop. I'm never getting the money back for that one.
Yeah, but at least that's not too expensive.
They
Yeah,
are
well,
cheap.
but it
On
was like
when you get them
$30
custom on
dollars.
Etsy.
They're pretty goddamn
Alright.
expensive considering all things. We're here.
Marcus is joining us from the Shadow Realm as well. He's having some internet issues, so he may pop in. He may not be able to pop in, but he is freezing and lagging a lot. Today we got some stuff to talk about. So last week we were off just because it was a busy week with the board game and some of the stuff that we're working on for the independent short film that we're all kind of working on. So a lot of good news there. And by the time midday Sunday rolled around, I was just beat. So yeah, that's why we didn't have last week's show. So thank you for joining us. CG, welcome as always. Thank you for joining us. So I want to apologize for me canceling last week's show. So thank you for joining us again. So we got topics to talk about. We're going to be talking about Superman. We're going to be talking about Scream 8, Leprechaun, Paranormal Activity going to Broadway and to the stage. A little crazy. Talking about the back rooms, right? Talking about the back rooms. But I figured you guys, before we dive into the horror, you may want to hear some heated discussion, and that's where we're going to start off. We're going to talk about Superman. Our thoughts about it. There are people that don't like it.
Heal Danny, boo!
Crazy.
Yeah. There's people that like it. Me, I don't know if anybody else likes it because we have not all talked about this movie.
We haven't shared, other than I think me to Noah and probably you and Marcus and Danny together have maybe had some comments to each other about it, but we haven't talked about it yet. It did just come out yesterday, so that's a leading factor.
Yeah.
Superman didn't come out Thursday?
It came out
Thursday.
Friday.
Yeah, about Thursday.
Oh wait, no.
CG is saying that he loved Superman, but the first thing that we do want to talk about is that box office wise, so Mr. James Gunn is celebrating his box office for Superman. Now, I don't know if this is something worth celebrating because globally it's made $217 million globally, right? Now, we are definitely very far away from movies bringing in almost $300 million globally or domestically. But domestically, Superman made $122 million, where Man of Steel made, when it opened up, $116 million when it first opened up. But if you adjust it for inflation, it's $160 million. So it opened up behind the Man of Steel. So I like when I look at $122 million, maybe that's good for box office today, post-COVID, but I don't think that's something that's really fantastic. But
So,
I'll say
we're
this.
talking about numbers. We're talking about numbers. What you yourself as a viewer watching the movie, do you think that it was worth the money that you spent to see it?
all right, so
No.
I'll start us off then. I'll start the discussion off. I am not a Superman fan. I am not a diehard DC fan. I rather dislike DC, and not because of the current universe when it comes to the movies. I'm not into the gods and the superpowered realms, and everybody's got these superpowers that can't, like, Superman, Wonder Woman, like they got all this untouchable powers and stuff like that. I can never get into it. The realest character in the DC universe was always Batman to me. Like, I didn't really care for Green Lantern after I grew out of him. I grew out of the Flash. Then you have Man Martian. You got the guy with the kryptonite hand in the movie and stuff like that. I think he is an absolute, like, I look at that stuff as like,
Metamorpho.
nah, yeah. I like, I don't like that stuff. But going to this movie, right? Oh, actually, I'll go a little bit back. As a kid, watching the original Superman, loved it until Batman came out in '89. But I loved Superman. I liked part 2, 3 was okay, 4 was meh, right? But I love Superman. I love the Christopher Reeve Superman, the best ever. It brings a tear to my eye to think about what happened to Christopher Reeve, and the whole documentary on him. Him falling off the horse. Will not watch it because I want to blubber like an idiot. But I went to the movies and I enjoyed it. But there is so many problems with this movie. Like, James Gunn, don't direct another one, please. Don't direct another movie. I'm tired of your whack ass jokes that don't deliver. They're out of place. It takes away from the story. I was not a fan of that. I'm tired of the music numbers in the movie. Take that out too. Like, I think he hurt the movie. Like, I honestly think James Gunn
Mhm.
hurt the movie by doing what he normally does and regurgitating what everybody does not like about Marvel right now. Plus, there is absolutely no backstory to some of these characters unless you do what he promised. The backstory is in a comic book. So if you want to know why Lex Luthor really hates Superman, you have to go and buy the prequel comic so you know what the hell is going on. And that was one thing that I think we all talked about very early on, is like, no, you can't have a video game world, TV shows, movies, and now comics, and expect people to do all that homework going into the movie. No, no. I enjoyed it, but there's a lot of flaws with it. It's not perfect, and it may not age well. It's going to be like Venom. It's going to be like Deadpool and Wolverine. It's not going to age well. That's my take.
Mm. As someone who grew up loving Superman, I mean, hell, I still even got the scar from when I bust my head wide open jumping off the bunk bed in my Superman pajamas. Busting my head wide open. Like you, I love the first 2 Christopher Reeve films. Superman 3 is a guilty pleasure. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, was just utter trash, even though Nuclear Man was that dude. I like Nuclear Man, but the movie itself is trash. I put Man of Steel up there with the first 2 Christopher Reeve films. Love Man of Steel. This movie was so disappointing for me personally, as someone who grew up loving Superman. Not that David Cornsett is a bad actor, because I've seen him in other things and he is a good actor. I think the writing for him in this film just did not work for me, and it made me dislike him as Clark and as Superman, where it just did not. As someone who grew up reading the comics, like, yeah, there were some moments that they made Superman, the all-American good old boy, the nerdy, type and everything, but that wasn't who he was initially in 90% of the comics. He was always kind of that stoic character, always, in a sense, really the whole nerdy persona thing was like how he viewed humanity, as a whole. So that's a conversation within itself, why he chose that nerdy persona and everything.
I
This
think they
film
tried to
just
make
did
it
not
more
work.
realistic. I think they tried to make it more down to earth and realistic.
But the way when they do that, they always drop the ball doing that. Like, to me, the most down to earth that Superman has ever been was probably Tom Welling in Smallville. The moments that Henry Cavill played Clark, you know, and then even Tyler Hoechlin in his run as Superman and Clark. That's the most down to earth Superman you'll get, in my opinion. Those three takes. The only good thing about this film for me that worked was Nicholas Hoult, however you pronounce his name, as Lex Luthor.
Oh my god!
To me, he was a good.
Amazing.
Yeah, to me, he was a good Lex Luthor. Not my favorite, but he was good in the role. And the one scene, without spoiling it for people that haven't seen it, the one scene that he has with Crypto, I loved it because it reminded me of a particular Marvel film where you had something similar happen to two characters. And I'm pretty sure you all easily figure it out. Dave already knows because he and I talked about it. But that was about it. Like, even a certain character who they introduced in this film to set up their film that's coming out next was like random and out of place. You know what I mean? Even though that is kind of their character and who they are personality wise, they're a wild card. It still just didn't fit. It was just like out of the blue. Like, this movie was just like throwing a dart at the wall and seeing if it would stick. You know, they were just throwing darts and seeing if it would stick. And that's how the movie played out for me. You know,
now,
so, I didn't enjoy it. I gave it a 2 out of 5. So that's my opinion.
All right. Before we just go to Lucas, Noah, and Danny's take on it. So we got Shannon with us. Hey, welcome. The Reef Superman is fantastic. Agreed. We got CG. He is totally opposite for him. He just loved the movie. This is so hard to write to explain his side, but he loved all the moments. He gets a lot going on. But it was a great adventure for me. Yeah, it was a great adventure. It was a fun adventure, I think. All right, so Lucas, it's very hard to see who's bigger of a comic book fan between you and Noah. But I know there's been many arguments about the DC
Well, okay,
character.
so when it comes to
between you
Superman
two.
and DC, it's gonna always be
Me and Noah, I think we have a lot of overlapping ideas on this movie. Whether we're on a different spectrum of if the movie's good or not, it has yet to reveal itself. So what I will say is, like CG, I also completely disagree with Marcus. I think, quite frankly, so a little bit of backstory. I'll give a little bit of backstory. I really loved the Christopher Reeves Superman movies. Obviously, they're cult classics. They're the Superman go-to Superman movies if you want to see a good depiction of this character in his original form. However, I will say this. I think that this Superman movie is the best modern take on Superman that is out currently. I think that this is better than Man of Steel by a mile.
Oh my God, no!
I believe that this is.
You were insane.
Yeah. No, I think I really do. I think this is better than the animated show that came out, but I think a lot of people can say that it's better than the animated show because it's weird.
Better than
the one from the 90s?
No. The newer one.
What newer one?
My Adventures with Superman.
Yeah,
My Adventures with Superman.
With Jack Quaid?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But no, I really do. I think that this is the best modern take on Superman. I think this is the most human Superman, which is what Superman is supposed to be. You know, he's not. He is an alien. Yes, he is. You know, Superman, all powerful, like basically God guy. But at the heart, he is supposed to be Clark Kent. He is supposed to be a human. He's supposed to be a kid from Kansas that got raised by human people and learned the values of humanity, or at least what he believes humanity should be from those people. And I think that's shown beautifully in this film. This movie has a lot of really hard-hitting moments. I mean, especially when it comes. I mean, I know we don't like a lot of political like lectures and movies and whatnot, but I think this one, out of all of them, I think this one probably hit the hardest. For when people do see this movie, if you haven't already, you will understand it completely when you see it. And if you don't, then unfortunately you're probably living under a rock. But yeah, no, this has some very heavy implications and some very heavy themes. Like Marcus said, Lex Luthor is fantastic. He is exactly what he should be in this movie. And if you have ever been disappointed with the performance of an actor playing Lex Luthor in the past, you are going to absolutely love Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. The definition of generational hater.
I think he did all right. I think he was more of a pansy, though. I don't think.
Oh,
when I pictured,
see, that's
look.
great. He was a coward. He was like the perfect version of Lex Luthor because he was literally all talk. Lex Luthor was always meant to be all talk, and then he got this super suit, and he still wasn't able to even touch Superman most of the time.
See, I think it's the voice. I think it's that people have a problem with because everyone's used to a deep voice.
No.
With Lex.
I remember Lex as from the cartoon. I don't remember him being like a pansy like that. Like he was.
Like, he was still very much a coward in the cartoon.
Really?
Yeah, he has some very
not to the
90s that we would see in like this movie. So and without going into spoiler territory, there's some really like scum of the earth shit that Lex Luthor does in this movie, and it's actually quite shocking to see. But yeah, no, I got a kick out of the side characters. I thought that though they felt a little overused, most of them weren't really they were harmless. It was very, very centered on Superman, Lois Lane, and Lex Luthor. This movie was
whoa, hold on here a second. Centered on Lois Lane and Superman. It started that way. It did not end that way. Like, get rid of the Justice Gang in this movie and give me more Lois and Superman and more Daily Planet stuff.
No, and that's another small issue that I have. Well, I would say this is a smaller issue with the film just because I ended up not noticing it by the time that the movie was over. There's a surprising lack of actually seeing what is it, Superman / Clark Kent on his own, like acting with other people.
Also,
other than Lois Lane, it's and like Lex Luthor, like there's just a surprising lack of him in the movie. But
it's a 2-hour movie.
And it's a long movie, and you feel it. Like it feels like a journey. You really do. But yeah, I by the end of the movie, I found myself not even noticing it. And even I told Noah I was going to rewatch it today if I had the chance, and I was able to watch. I was able to get to it. But yeah, no, I really like this movie. I really like the ideas that were introduced in this movie. I like the world building. This is the first comic book movie that feels like it's actually in a comic book universe for me. Everything is just very exaggerated. Everything is very colorful. I really love the camera work in this movie. A lot of people will say it's nauseating. I think it's very energetic. I think it's very fast paced, and I like it. And I'm going to be real. The James Gunn isms in this movie, I don't hate. I don't hate them at all. I very much enjoy a decent amount of them, actually. I have one huge issue with the movie, but that's spoiler territory, and we can't talk about that.
Yeah, Jimmy Olsen was horrible. No, go ahead.
No. Don't you dare!
What the fuck?
Jimmy Olsen was garbage. He was garbage.
Boon Slayer.
Garbage.
Talking about the Slayer himself, Jimmy. I get
horrible.
He gets
horrible.
around. Leave him alone. Don't be mad. Don't be mad because he's getting around.
That's actually
he's a Subaru. He fucks, bro.
This is the generational divide that our generation is talking about.
Oh my god. Jimmy Olsen was horrible. Go ahead, Noah.
Leave him alone. You're just jealous of this man.
Dude, I just gotta say one more thing before Noah goes.
All right, hold on 1 second. We can't see when Marcus's mouth's moving, so we're gonna let him go to do his reboot. But King Matthew III is with us. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
All right, Marcus.
I just gotta say, man, they nerfed one of the biggest threats to Supes, and they nerfed him. You have Ultraman in the film, and they nerfed the shit out of him. Even though he kicked Superman's ass the whole movie, they still nerfed him because Ultraman in the comics way smarter. Hell, he's the leader of the crime syndicate too, and
Well,
way more powerful than what he was in the film.
I don't think this is
So
okay. So I don't want to get into spoiler territory, but I will say one thing: this is Ultraman only in name. This is I think it's clear by where this character ends up by the end of the movie that this is going to be a completely different character.
All right, no more talk about it.
I'm not going to say anything further than that.
We got two. You got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I got 2
All right,
weeks.
no.
Even with that,
We're talking about this fucking movie because
without a spoiler, even with the change to his origin, he should be even more powerful because of that change and what they did and how they brought him about. So that's all I gotta say. I digress. Okay.
All right, no. What's your thoughts?
I think I don't know how many weeks we talked about this, but I think every single time I talked about it, my opinion has always remained the same. I had low expectations, but I thought the movie was going to be fun, and I was right. Like the movie's fun. It has its moments. We went and saw it as a group. We were laughing at all the fun moments. I enjoyed that there's a lot of practical effects, but for a movie with a lot of practical effects, the dog is fucking fake. Like the dog is fake throughout the whole. There is not a single moment where that dog is not CGI at all. Like I get it. Like it's supposed to look like it's like constantly flopping and flying around and whatever. But like, I decided to put a dog in the movie because
I got a dog.
I got a dog.
And then you don't even actually put a dog in the movie. I will say Jimmy Olsen. I love Jimmy Olsen in the movie. Thought it was hilarious.
See,
that's
the crazy thing to me because like where Jimmy Olsen seems to be like an ultimate like one of the bigger downsides of the movie for these guys. Like that's like one of the major ups for this movie for me is the treatment of Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah,
he deserves it. He deserves it.
This movie. So I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, but I've said it in conversation. Ooh, that was fun. A little late out.
Yeah.
Your lights are gone.
No, it's not. My lights are gone. My screen is gone. So go ahead, keep talking.
All right. The dark ages. I don't know. Like it's such a weird movie. I have never been as super invested into Superman. So going into it, I don't know. I was expecting a James Gunn film, and that's what I got. I got Suicide Squad 2. I got Peacemaker. I got Guardians of the Galaxy. I got a James Gunn film. It's not a DC film. It's very much just a James Gunn film doing what James Gunn does. I enjoyed the fun little moments and little things that like little hints toward the future that he's pointing towards. The ending was cool. That was interesting. I liked where they're going with that character as well, and I liked the take that they had on the character. That I think New Rockstars mentioned. The CGI neck thing. So we talked about that. Lucas had a theory that it might have been a suit. No, it's just bad. It's just bad editing. It's just bad. I would say out of 10 stars, I would give it a 7 just because I'm not that invested into Superman. So this movie doesn't hurt me as a child. If this was like for Marcus, I can understand why he would be mad because like there's some things that I'm mad about that I can't even say. For one, why is Bradley Cooper in this movie? Like, why?
So you guys can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, I'm going to pop out of the Shadow Realm, and then I'll be right back. But go ahead and keep talking about Superman.
We can see you.
Am I moving? Because I can't see anybody.
Yeah. You're just in the
your
dark.
Your monitor's just off.
We have Dark Dave.
Yeah, I am Darth Dave. All I see is a little bit of the bottom of the screen. That is all I see. You gotta come back with
a robot or something.
Yeah. Oh my god. I can't see comments. I can't see nothing. So let me pop out and come back in. Go ahead, keep with the conversation. I will be back. I guess I'll try to refresh my screen.
To Noah.
I mean,
don't let Noah fool you. He was enjoying this movie with me.
I was. Yes, I was.
This is in no means a bottom tier bad movie, at least for me. Like this is in no means a bad movie. I think this is probably one of the slightly weaker James Gunn directorial, outings, but honestly, he has had a lot of other good projects that I can look at for peak. But I think if I really sit down and think about this movie, yeah, it's a James Gunn movie, but it's a James Gunn Superman movie, and he does to me at least, he gets the character of Superman. He doesn't necessarily get all of the facets of Superman, but he gets the really, really important ones down, to me at least. And I think
James
that's
Gunn let me down.
everything with the message and the themes of the movie in general. I think it just worked really well.
Danny, what were you gonna say?
Oh boy, heal Danny.
Basura! No, man. So
Thank
a couple
you.
things. Like I said, well, I have to be fully transparent to the audience. So I was really excited to see this movie, and then every single mom, daughter, son, cousin, brother, roommate posted their TikTok of them recording the entire movie, and that's how I saw it. So here's the deal, man. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. It was like a meh in middle ground for me. And the deal is that I'm gonna be fully transparent. Out of all DC, Batman is my jam. Out of the last DC movies, Shazam was still my favorite because I felt like that was the most accurate of Billy Batson and the most accurate out of everyone that portrayed. Wonder Woman was my favorite before that, and then before that was Man of Steel. I thought Wonder Woman, the first one, was better than Man of Steel. And the deal is that when you look at, I think the reason why Christopher Reeves is like the icon, if you will, is not only was he the first, but it was totally different between Clark Kent and Superman. Clark Kent is this nerdy guy, and the Superman was this suave, like confident dude, and very stoic, as Marcus said. And he's been portrayed like that in the comics, in Superman the animated series, in Batman the animated series, in the Justice League Unlimited, etc. Right? And so I think what people fail to understand is that, yeah, Superman is all powerful, and that's why he's kind of like white bread, that everyone's like, whatever. But I think they're failing to capitalize that Clark Kent is his alter ego. He is Superman. He's not Clark Kent. He is Kal-El. He is a Kryptonian. His alter ego is a human being. And so, of course, it's everything that he learns and yada yada from his parents, etc. But when he is Superman, he is totally different. He is the epitome icon, if you will, of hope, as they try to make in every single movie. But I think making a realistic, quirky Superman is more in the realm of Superboy than Superman.
It's not the first I've heard of that too.
Yeah, and so it's just, like I said, I can't hate it. When you do, I'm going to agree with Dave though. When you're telling everyone to do your homework, it doesn't make for a good story. Everyone keeps forgetting that movies is a story, and the story always emulates in some way, shape, or form of the hero's journey. That makes you care for the character. There's triumph, there's all this other jazz, and then there's a payoff at the end. But this is just, oh, okay, cool. He's Superman. Yay. Oh, here's these other superheroes. Yay. Why do we care about any of them? And if anyone was to watch this movie and is not a superhero fan, is not a geek or whatever like we are, they're going to have a hard time caring for these characters, period. We care because we know all the bullshit already. But when you look at on a story side level, it was mid at best. So, like I said, I can't hate on it too much. I can't say, "Oh my God, this is the best thing since sliced bread," because it's not. But that's just my take. And for the character that you are hinting at, I thought that was odd as shit. I was like, really? I was like, I get it. Like, there's different depictions of this character. And I was like, really? I get some are a little more wild than others, but this was a little wild and out of left field.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere.
yeah, and
True.
but also like I said, for Superman to be quirky and funny as Superman, we don't see it. The laughable moments of Superman is when he's dead serious, right? Is when he says
Mhm.
something in a serious tone, and it's
Mhm.
funny because he just says it dead serious, and it's like, oh shit, that's actually hilarious. Like when him and Batman go at it, Batman's like brooding or whatever,
Mhm.
and then he'll say something funny, but it's snarky, right?
Mhm.
It's just like, oh, what was it? Like one of my favorites is that he's trying to lighten the mood while he's trying to remove the kryptonite bullet out of his chest.
Mhm.
And then Batman goes, hey, do me a favor, lose the humor. And then Superman goes, do us both a favor and get one.
Oh yeah, lose the
That's
sense
Yeah.
of humor. Yeah.
but that's
Did he say
hilarious.
buy
But
one?
no, he said
Mhm.
he goes,
Oh
do us
no, yeah,
both
you
a
said buy
favor,
one.
go get one. Right? And so again, either which way, buy or get, it's hilarious, but he said it in a snarky, funny way. But it
Mhm.
wasn't like, why don't you just go ahead and get yourself a sense of humor? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It's just James Gunn. I think James Gunn is what he's really good at and what he shines at that I have to give him props is that unknown characters that people really don't know about, he makes them fun. Like fucking Creature Commandos and
Guardians of the
freaking
Galaxy.
Peacemaker, and the Guardians, because a lot of people don't even know that Guardians of the Galaxy, that's not even the first Guardians.
Mhm.
Sylvester Stallone and his crew in Guardians 2 is actually the original Guardians in the
Yeah,
comic
with
book.
Yondu.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
And
Yondu.
so,
Yeah.
but that's my point though. But he takes these characters that are unknown and he's doing something better than everybody else, which is taking unknown characters and making them likable and lovable. That's awesome. That's cool. You know what I mean? You have your comedics and your one-off moments, but you created a great story with that. I just think James Gunn, where he lacks, is taking an already solid story and then trying to add on to it or try to make it his own. His formula doesn't work with a well-established character.
No, there's no growth in his career in comic book movies. It's the same
I
crap.
don't think so. I don't think so, to be honest. Like I said, my two favorite things. Well, I love Guardians, but for DC, Peacemaker was good. I enjoyed it, but my favorite of James Gunn is actually Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos was very,
Mhm.
very well done, leaving you on cliffhangers. Very well done with the story and stuff like that. But that's an animated, series.
Mhm.
And DC, which is hilarious because DC is known for that their animated series is better than any live action or even sometimes some of the comics,
Yep.
which is hilarious to me.
Mhm.
Like, I just don't think his formula works, man. That's just my
No.
2 cents. Not for a well-established character like Superman.
Mm-mm. Yep. All right. So let's end our Superman topic. You can do some final thoughts with this, but we'll go around real quick. Marcus, would you see a part 2?
I'll wait for it to stream on HBO Max.
Okay. Noah, how
Yeah,
about you?
but
Would
I
you
will
see
go
part?
see Supergirl though. We'll go see Supergirl
I don't know about that.
just
I have to
because
see a
Lobo.
trailer.
Well, just because of Lobo, man. Lobo is one of my favorite DC
No,
characters.
dude, that wasn't real. I thought they came out and
No,
said
it's
that
real.
No,
was a
but
fake.
No, it's real.
no. But Lobo is going to be in the movie though.
All right. All right.
Whether that was a real set photo or not, Lobo is in the movie though.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
because Jason Momoa has the script. He had posted it on his social media and everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Noah, what about you? You
I-
gonna see part 2 in the theaters?
I say because I thoroughly and I had a good laugh with this film. I would say yeah. I don't know. As of right now, I would say yes. I would still depend on how what the trailers do for me because
Mhm.
when I was watching the trailers, they were fun. I do also want to see Supergirl because I'm interested in some of the theories that we'll probably end up discussing after this, um, um, about certain things. But I don't know. I mean, it really all depends on like where certain things from this movie, if it's gonna be like a Marvel thing where these things that have been set up go somewhere, if they go nowhere. Because if
Mhm.
it's like we're gonna be watching the trailer and it's something completely different, then it's like, well, that's fantastic, but now it's new bullshit. It's like it's a new, completely new movie, so
Mhm.
it's not actually a setup for something else. So
Yep.
because I do also, like I said, I have some major, like as someone who's not like I would also consider myself a Bat Family fan more than anything else. I still have some gripes about some major things in this movie that like big ones, and I think we can all agree on one of them. But I don't know. I think I would see it. I think I would see a new one in the movie.
All right, Lucas. I think you would go see it in the theaters, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'd be seeing a second one regardless. I like the direction. I understand there's a lot of negativity about it, but I think this is probably one of the more hopeful movies for the superhero genre in recent years.
All right. But and then Danny, how about you?
That's a really good question. I don't know, man. Uh, to be honest, I'll probably be like Marcus, man. I'll probably wait for it. You know, lately, especially lately, uh, uh, besides not having time for a lot of shit, um, man, movies have been disappointing me left and right, man.
Mm.
It was a breath of fresh air to see Sinners because that was a phenomenal movie. You know,
Yep.
that was and what is it? F1. I just
Oh.
recently saw F1. It was incredible. You know what I mean? Like we're having one-off movies that are doing well, but not as much as I like. So I would probably honestly, due to this of what I saw so far, I probably wouldn't. I'd probably wait, to be honest.
All right, fair enough. All right, so what does this do for your guys' hope in going into Fantastic Four? So, look, the superhero
Now
movie
that's
fatigue is
trash.
real.
Don't talk to me. Now that's
All right.
trash. I already figured out the movie. I'm gonna put my theory here for all of you guys. You ready for this?
Go ahead.
Spoiler alert, if you did not watch what's that movie? Thunderbolts or New Avengers, as they changed their name?
Yep.
Okay. Post credit scene is a Fantastic Four ship coming into into their universe. Guarantee you they lose against Galactus and they had to escape with the Fantastic Four spaceship, and that's how they get into Thunderbolts and the New Avengers. Guaranteed.
I think that's everybody's theory going forward. Yeah.
But if you want to go with the Reddit leak says that that Galactus doesn't eat them. Baby Richard is born, right? Is this his name, Richard? Right?
Franklin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Franklin. Thank you,
Franklin.
Franklin.
Oh,
You
I never
reminded me.
mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
So Franklin Richards is born, and then what happens is that post credit scene allegedly, Doctor Doom steals Franklin and dips into another universe, and that's why they're using the spaceship bouncing from universe to universe to find Franklin.
That no.
I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I'm not
that
gonna
would
lie.
be so bad. That would
I'm
be
not
so
gonna
bad.
lie. I don't really care if that's how it goes either way. Because if that's how they're gonna instead of doing Battle World, and that's how they're gonna set it up with like Doctor Doom using Franklin Richards, it's a believable way without including Molecule Man. Because I doubt they're gonna include Molecule Man in any facet or form.
That's true, because Franklin is OP.
It's like either we get Franklin Richards, which would be a character that would actually end up getting established in a movie, or we'd get a really big character that would have no actual like meaning in the story because we've never seen him before, never heard from him, never realistically even heard his name.
That's true, but also isn't what's his breath? King the Conqueror is
King the Conqueror's back. This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
No, but King the Conqueror is he Franklin or he's a descendant?
Nathan
keep
Daniel
forgetting.
Richards. He's
a descendant.
He's his great something.
Yeah. So, but here's the deal. I can see that happening. You know what I mean? With Franklin being OP as hell. You know what I mean? Bringing King back or whatever. But the thing I'm so worried about though, besides Fantastic Four in a whole, I know I'm going on an ADHD tangent. I'll be done in 2 seconds. I promise, Dave. Dude, the one thing I'm scared about this whole next setup, this next phase, is this rumor in particular, and it will ruin it a lot for me. Allegedly, that the reason why Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom, is because the Tony Stark we know that was established from the beginning is actually not Tony Stark. He was actually adopted by the Starks, and he's actually Victor Von Doom. And
Ah,
so, because he was adopted by the Starks, they just named him Tony and whatever. So, the Tony Stark we know allegedly is a variant of Doctor Doom and not the other way around. I would hate that so much, and that would ruin this next phase for me.
if they reveal that in the movie, I'm just liable to toss my popcorn and say, "Fuck this, I'm done. I'm out. I'm never watching another movie."
I'm not gonna fearmonger because I don't know if Robert Downey Jr. would attach himself to something that stupid.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Tropic Thunder. Are you serious, Lucas?
The greatest.
See, that's different.
Don't you dare
That's
talk about the
fucking
greatest of all
different.
time, Noah.
Tropic Thunder is stupid good. This is
He's a
just
dude
so
playing a dude
stupid
disguised
bad.
as another dude, as he's gonna do in Marvel.
He wouldn't attach his name
So
to
here's
something
my
that
thing.
What's
stupid.
wrong with Tropic Thunder?
It's still
Here's
stupid
my thing
though.
with
But that's
Fantastic
like it's
Four.
still stupid.
Go ahead, Marcus.
My thing with Fantastic Four, Danny brought up a perfect point with that post-credit scene in Thunderbolts. So if you know the power sets of the kids, Franklin and Valeria, their daughter had the ability to time travel. So it makes me wonder if they're going to introduce her in this film as well. Because
interesting.
she has the ability to time travel.
Wait, isn't
Where
Valeria
Franklin
the
didn't.
older one?
Nah,
Oh, well,
Valeria. See,
technically
people
Franklin
think that
older.
Valeria is the oldest because of the fact of her time traveling ability. The
Yeah,
comics
no.
made it seem like she was older, but no, she's actually younger than Franklin. And she's the goddaughter of Doom. So it makes me wonder if they're going to introduce her because of her connection to Doom. You know.
So do you think she'll probably make an appearance in this one, and that's how the ship travels from universe to universe?
I'm hoping, because I like the Valeria. I love the Richards kids, Franklin and Valeria. So I'm hoping they introduce her. It would be stupid not to. But
it's interesting.
Something tells me they're not going to introduce her into one of the other films down the line or something. But yeah.
I don't know. I have lower expectations for Fantastic Four than I had for Superman, so I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, my expectations are low, man, because if you look at the Silver Surfer scene that they showed in the trailer and go back and watch the second Fantastic Four film,
everybody's like it's the same thing, but
it's the same.
Like what else are they gonna do, really, man? Like,
no, but I mean, like, change the dialogue.
Looks worse. She looks worse. The CGI is worse in this film.
Well, yeah,
than the one back then, which is wild to me.
Modern CGI
change
has
the dialogue.
2009 CGI has taken a dip for some reason.
That's because everybody's rushing it. They're like, "Oh, just pump it out, pump it out, pump it out."
I don't know.
Take your time.
I don't necessarily have high hopes for Fantastic Four, but it's not anything that I'm gonna be actively praying on its downfall. My thing is like,
I don't pray for any film downfall except for Black Adam. No,
like
Shazam
Superman surprised the shit out of me with how good I think the film is. But I mean, we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see.
Kristen says, "Just mad Jessica Alba is not in this one." Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, oh hell yeah, man! Look, bring her back. Bring her
You
back.
and every other 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, bring her back like they brought Elektra back. Woo!
Yeah, I always thought that Jessica Alba should have been Elektra, and Jennifer Gardner should have been Mrs. Sue Richards. I think they flipped them the wrong way. Yeah, they should have flipped them.
They should have did what Netflix did and got an actual Asian woman to play Elektra. Netflix show did.
Yeah. CG is saying that Marvel made a big chess move with RDJ coming back as Doom, one of the most dangerous villains of Marvel. Yeah, I think
it could be bad. It could be really bad though. Again, like I'm one of those people that are like RDJ probably wouldn't.
The second his mask comes off, I'm leaving the film.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. If his mask comes off and it's not a horribly disfigured, mummified fuckface, I don't want it. That's not Doom.
Shouldn't really come off unless it's for like a big thing, anyways.
Yeah, it shouldn't come off unless it's like a scene where we're seeing him like fix the faceplate or something, and it's played like a fucking scary scene because Doctor Doom's face is scary. That's the whole point of why he wears the thing.
Who wants to put a bet? Who wants to put a bet right now that the mask is nanotech like Iron Man suit?
Oh, of course. You don't
And it
have
comes
a
off
big.
in his first scene in Fantastic
Okay,
Four.
so what I will say to that is they, with Ironheart, they have been going back to more like less nanotech suit ups. So
Yeah, but
Ironheart reintroduced
they're
the Iron Man
variants.
suit
Remember,
up
if
and
they're
whatnot.
variants of each other.
No, I know,
then-
I know. Okay, so
Look.
but that's not true. That's just a theory right now. I'm
You-
right now.
Him
I'm
coming back.
thinking-
Robert Downey Jr. confirms that this is a variant of some of Tony Stark of some kind or something. It can't just be like, oh, we're bringing Robert Downey Jr. back to be Victor Von
Hold
Doom.
on.
That
Yeah,
just doesn't
and-
make sense.
Go ahead, Mark.
I mean,
This-
To fill in the gap for
could.
this.
Go ahead.
To fill in the gap for this, they're adapting the story. I forgot which cover it was.
Nope, they said
had
no, it
Doom
wasn't
in the
Marcus.
red-
They said
No,
no.
the
it's not.
dragon story.
The
The dragon
one
where
that they
he
switched
implements his
when they switch
psyches?
bodies. Yeah, no, they said
Yeah.
it's not that story.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
one of
that's
the
what they
writers
said.
just said
Thank
it on
God.
his Twitter. One of the
Well,
writers
wait.
just said it on his Twitter. It was.
On the original when people said that, they said no, which I would be shocked, that they actually listened to the backlash and changed their minds. But
Mhm.
if they did
Well,
change their
I wouldn't be
psyches,
happy if
I'm
they
all
did.
for it. Dude, yeah, if they change their psyches, I'm all for it. But if, like me and Noah were saying, if it's a variant, that's gonna suck, dude. To me, just personally,
Yeah.
it's just gonna suck.
It's gonna
know.
discredit the whole Tony Stark endgame time storyline even more than they've already been doing in these future films and shows. And I don't get it. I don't get I don't get why I'm gonna keep paying to see the destruction of something that I cherished growing up to watch. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it makes no sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you know what, Noah? The only way this works, though, honestly, is if he never takes off the mask.
Yeah, he
That's
can't.
yeah.
That's the whole point.
No,
Like,
but that's
here's-
the only way it works. That's the only way that it works for RDJ being in it again.
Yeah,
It's
but
the
here's the
only way.
problem. Here's the problem. You don't pay somebody like that to keep a mask on. That's the thing.
Especially
That
when
is
they
very-
already have that link to
That is very true.
the franchise as a whole already, and in such a big
mean,
way. Like, it
yeah.
just doesn't make sense.
To be fair, they could also just be pulling a Mandalorian where they say, where it's
Oh
like,
my
if
God, let's not go down
Robert
that
Downey
road
Jr.
again.
doing the
Yeah,
voice,
for real.
there's a stunt guy in the suit. I don't know. I
Yeah, that is
personally,
true.
I'd be very upset if they did the Switch Psyche version, because I would so much rather get an actual Victor Von Doom before we got a what if story Von Doom.
Yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly,
I
Lucas.
agree
It's
100% with
ridiculous
it.
if they're going to immediately introduce a storyline that requires you to both know Tony Stark's backstory and Victor Von Doom's backstory, and then not have an actual Victor Von Doom in the story. Makes
I
no
totally
sense.
I
agree.
agree with that.
But that's why I said for RDJ to be Victor Von Doom, like, period,
It's
it would
gonna-
be best
weird.
if he never. No, I'm just saying it would. No,
weird as
because
fuck.
you know what? We got Josh Brolin as Cable, and we got Josh Brolin as Thanos, and it worked, right? But
Well,
why?
yeah, Josh Brolin
Because
is
two
a
totally
Cable.
separate characters. Two totally separate characters. The design is different. Everything else. The thing is, though, is that if they never make him take off his mask as Victor Von Doom, and he's just playing Victor Von Doom, then yes, it will work perfectly. But like Dave said, all we're worried about is that no, because the reason why they showed Tony Stark's face a lot is because he didn't like wearing the mask. RDJ didn't like wearing the mask. And then same thing with Pedro Pascal. He didn't like wearing the mask with the Mandalorian. They started showing his face more. So it's like,
Well, I think in the third season, they didn't even show his face once, did they?
Well, he was
And,
barely on set because he was.
yeah,
filming
he was barely
other
on
stuff,
set. That,
so
you
they
mean
didn't
was
see
a
him.
stunt
you mean
That's
Bo
why-
Katan season 1?
That's
You mean
why,
Bo
like,
Katan season 1? That's what it was. Mandalorian
way
3 is
they
Bo
go-
Katan season 1.
either way they go, it's going to be a disingenuous take on Doctor Doom. Because if they show his face, it's not Doctor Doom. If they don't show his face, there's no guarantee it's actually Robert Downey Jr. in suit.
All right. Well, speaking of
like dissing Robert Downey Jr. either. It's just like the dude's almost in his 60s, or I think he's probably in his 60s.
There are also
he's old.
many other choices that they could have gone with.
Yep.
Million.
Or Victor Von
Fucking
Doom. and
Michael
they
Fassbender.
chose Robert Downey
All right.
Jr.
All right. Let's not go down this rabbit hole. Let's talk about popcorn buckets. Look at that.
Popcorn buckets.
Yeah, look at that Galactus
Wait,
for
where
$80.
do you get the robot?
The robot? I don't know which theater he's at, but the robot is a drink cup that is available.
That's
That's actually
cool.
I'm
Yep.
not gonna lie, that robot's cool, so is that Galactus.
The
Now, would you
Galactus
pay?
is 370 ounces.
Okay, wait a minute. There's another cool prop that they have for Fantastic Four. It is going to be the
The
car.
Fantastic Car. What?
Yeah, that's pretty nice looking. Yeah, that is pretty hot looking.
Can't wait to.
You know
not
which one?
get
You know
that.
which one that I regret not getting is the Optimus Prime one. That was badass.
That's valid.
I forgot about that
yeah,
one.
yep, yep. Then we have the
The
Thing.
Thing. Ugh.
Yeah.
So here's the thing,
And then-
guys.
And then we got Mr.
Whoa!
Fantastic. Yeah.
Whoa, why is
Nah.
that-
Come-
What's the gripping?
Yeah, where is that coming from there? So
You really
the
is
Galactus
that
And then the
Bucket,
universe just exploded.
Galactus Bucket released on Saturday morning
Oh,
at
nice.
Cinemark's, $80, and gone within the first hour.
No shit.
Hoorah. We
Yep.
love scalpers.
Yep. But so here's the good news. So if you want the Galactus Bucket, it's going to be available online at AMC and Cinemark, and I think Regal as well will be selling it online. So if you
Nice.
have passes for them, you may get your discounts on them. I don't know when it's coming online, but in the beginning, guys, we talked about the popcorn bucket. I have a lot of freaking popcorn buckets, and I don't want any more. And then like the Galactic Bucket's out, it's like, yeah, I think I want this one, even though
Well,
it's $80.
It was like the Spider-Gwen and the Miles that I have. You know what I mean? I have them with all my collectibles showing. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good looking. I would never use it as a popcorn bucket, but it's a good looking collectible. Like, hold on, I'll show you guys.
That's the very thing too. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So like
So-
the popcorn buckets are so great, but like, tell me how you wash the
Dude,
Zenith.
stop.
Like- Like,
we need
So
to
look-
put a censor bar over that.
like
thing.
you put buttery, salty ass popcorn in here, and then you washed it. Yeah, let
There's
me
no
let me just
logical way to fill
let me
that
just
with
fist
popcorn.
the Zenith.
But
to
you
does
see
wash
it?
look good. Yep.
So this is Spider-Gwen.
Cool.
That's the popcorn bucket, and then this is Miles, and that's a popcorn bucket. And then for all of you guys that Dave says to order a damn popcorn bucket, you best be sure you have patience for a year or two, because I finally got my signal popcorn bucket that actually lights up too. Let me see. Hold up. Turn this bad boy on. Look at it.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
a nice one.
badass. Yep.
Mhm.
And then, but if I point it, see, it's badass. But yeah,
Mhm.
so I just think if it's a cool piece, like how we've been talking about, like that Galactus stuff,
Yeah.
like that, sure. But if it's like something that I'm like, meh, or I second guess for myself, I'm not
Mhm.
gonna do it. That the only one, like I said, I regret is the Optimus Prime. The Optimus Prime, I second guessed myself, and then after I was like, damn it, should have got it.
You still can get that at a fairly second seller cost. It's not that bad. The Optimus Prime one. Because I've been looking at it on and off here and there. It's not that bad. Unless you were talking about the Optimus Prime head. If you want the Optimus Prime head, I'll send you mine.
Oh, funny. No, I was talking about the one that is the truck.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
I don't. Yeah. Back to anybody looking to get any of those the crazy expensive Galactus one. And if you buy it, that mean we're gonna see $100 popcorn buckets coming to the theaters?
Yeah, because that one's gonna sell out, man. Galactus gonna sell out probably. I say Galactus and Fantastic Car is gonna sell out like immediately.
That robot too is probably
Honestly,
also gonna sell out.
I'll just get like a
I mean,
figure.
you know what though? As cool as they look, I personally wouldn't. I mean, I'm not a big Fantastic Four guy, so I can't be like, oh my god, I want that. It's cool looking, but I wouldn't buy that. I mean, let alone Miles and Gwen were like what, 30 a pop? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or something like that. And I was just like, I was already hating myself for paying 30 to $40 a pop for a fucking popcorn bucket. Excuse my language.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yep.
No. Listen, I'd be banging my head off a wall until it was red. I don't know if I could ever justify spending that kind of money on something
I
that I
got
would
the-
never actually use.
I got the baby Deadpool in the car seat.
The baby Deadpool is sick as fuck. Like that. I don't even consider that a popcorn bucket. That's just a collectible figure.
It looks really cool, and it's a drink thing and a popcorn bucket. Now, would I ever? No, I would never use it for that because that popcorn bucket is atrociously small and it would be impossibly difficult to clean. So, like, and that's my point. Like, Danny that's the point that the point that Danny's making. Don't buy them for popcorn. We're not buying them for popcorn buckets. So, like,
no,
if
everybody understands, but like some of these collectors' items suck ass, dude. I wouldn't put it on a shelf with half the shit that I own, and half the shit I own is shit. Like
yeah. That's like the hilarious. I Know What You Did Last Summer one. It's horrible.
Hey, Kristen, I got money to burn, and I still don't want to burn it on the popcorn buckets. I got plenty of money to burn, and I still don't want to.
I would say my best
bad industry.
My best bucket is the face hugger from Alien Romulus. Just because
that sounds fucking dope, though.
Yeah, just because you could detach the face hugger off the bucket and hook it up to whatever you want to hook it up to. So.
Yeah. I can tour you on popcorn buckets that I have. I got so many.
Stop stroking it.
But Danny, so real quick, so Optimus Prime popcorn bucket, $50 with shipping.
That's not bad.
The face is
$45. Yeah, $45.
Yeah, but you see, I'm still like, it's $40.
Now, if only it transformed.
Yeah, that's a very valid response. It is still $40 at the very least.
Listen, if it transformed, different story. I'd be like, all right, $40, and
that's worth it.
And you could transform.
At that point, get the Lego set on AliExpress.
Dude, I would pay. How much is the Optimus Prime that automatically transforms? That thing is expensive. And
the robot?
Yeah, dude. I'm not even the biggest Transformers fan. I like Transformers. I love Transformers, but not like a super fan like I am with everything else.
Yeah,
but that Optimus Prime, I'd get. I'm just saying.
The Megatron one that does the same thing, that's cool. That one I would get.
The Bumblebee one is underwhelming as fuck.
The Bumblebee Lego set is also underwhelming too.
Speaking of, I don't want. We're gonna go down a rabbit hole in Lego sets, but Shockwave. But anyway, so King Matthew III. I'm gonna get the Fisherman Tackle Box popcorn bucket they got for I Know What You Did Last Summer movie coming out. I seen it. I'm not too impressed by it because it looks like a reissue of what they did for Fast and the Furious. It's just a long tackle box that has like graphics on it. And
so here's something. Here's an idea. Go buy a tackle box and paint it.
Then put popcorn in it.
And then put popcorn in it. And you got the Fisherman's tackle box right there.
Yeah, that'd be more expensive, I think. But
you'd have an actual tackle box then.
Well, it's made out of tin. I get. Yeah. Oh.
Would it be more expensive to get an actual tackle box than to buy a $50 popcorn bucket?
Oh,
yeah.
No,
it's not $50. It's $39.
Go to Dollar General, you can get one for like $10.
Hey, so King Matthew, I think that's one that if you have a Regal by you, you'll be able to get on clearance. Because I don't think that one's.
You can get a tackle box for $15.
So CG's got it's dope. These buckets make the movie experience more fun. A reason to go and rep your bucket, a reason to bring us to the theaters. Yeah, that's why they're doing it, to get people in theaters, because the damn studios are robbing the theaters of all their money.
But then we have all these fucking scalpers going to the goddamn theater, not even watching a fucking movie, buying the damn buckets. Like,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Damned if you do and damned if you don't.
They should put a limit on it, though. So they should put a limit on it.
Yes, they should. Yes, they should. But will they? No.
No, they're not putting a limit on it. Some theaters may, but some don't. So that's the horrible thing.
The whole Xbox, PlayStation 5 crisis was going on with all those scalpers.
I made a lot of money with Nintendo Wii when I was selling it, but let's move on.
Right.
So, Paranormal Activity is going to the stage.
I'm being possessed.
An unusual time we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
so.
Dude, whoever greenlit that, bro, I don't know, man.
No, whoever greenlit it obviously is a fucking genius, because this has got me intrigued enough to maybe even go see it. I'm not gonna lie. This looks
not me.
Like just the experience for me.
If I'm seeing,
I wouldn't go see a Broadway show. Yeah, I wouldn't go see a Broadway show. I would go see like a burlesque show, like they did for Star Wars.
Paranormal Activity burlesque show.
Yeah,
You
but
see just a
I
visible
wouldn't go
tassel
to a
swinging.
musical.
Nah, man. Yeah, if
I wouldn't
we're
go
gonna see
to a
if we're gonna see
You
any
just see a
horror
ghost
burlesque
butt
show,
plug just floating on a string. Like,
if we're gonna see any
Uh,
horror burlesque show,
Wait, so is it a
it needs to be of
musical?
that chick from
yes,
what was that
Zombie
Evil Dead
strippers.
Rising?
we're getting
Yo,
Alexander
Oh yeah.
Hamilton, but it's Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
that's
I'm
funny.
All
a
right.
motherfucking demon.
So look, yeah. So Shannon's like Phantom of the Opera is great. I heard the Evil Dead supposedly great on Broadway. I think they have
Okay,
another
but there's a
horror.
splash zone. It's great for a different reason. Like, it's gotta be so. It's for a specific type of people to go see that. Who's going to see Paranormal Activity? And Phantom of the Opera is like, that's a story. Phantom of the Opera is a horror film from the mid 2010s, shot in found footage. What are they gonna do? Throw for the camera scene at the end? They're gonna throw the guy at the audience? Like what? Like I don't know what they're like. This is so stupid. I'm gonna go
You know
see
what
it.
I'm
Honestly,
thinking of, and this is crazy. Like, I just got a bad a feeling that it's going to be as bad and intentionally bad as the Avengers musical that they showed in Hawkeye.
no.
Oh
bad
my
that
god.
Oh,
Oh
If
boy.
it's
that's
intentionally,
hilarious.
if it's intentionally bad, if it's meant to be like a comedy show, then I'm going to see it. I'm like, this has got to be one of the funniest things I'll see for a while. If it's going to be
know
on
how I
fucking
see it?
Broadway.
I see it that Paranormal Activity had like what 5-6 movies. They raked as much as they could out of that franchise, and they just Stranger Things just had a Broadway thing. So now they're like, let's get more money off of this IP.
Ah, yes. I love when IPs cannibalize themselves.
Yep. Yeah. Kristen says that I think Broadway is trying too hard. Yeah, I agree.
But trying to Broadway was invented. That's the point.
So I think this is pretty interesting. So here's the horror movies that have made it over to Broadway. Women in Black is a Broadway play or a play now. Interesting.
Yeah, I know about that one. Yeah.
Wait
Should be
Until
tired
Dark.
of
Never
it.
heard of
I'm
it.
pretty sure that one was actually like a very serious play. I heard it was pretty good too, but I don't.
Wait Until Dark or Women in Black.
Woman in Black.
Oh, all right. I never heard of Wait Until Dark, so I don't know about that one. Sweeney Todd. I think I didn't know that was a movie first. I thought it was a play first, but Sweeney Todd's fantastic.
It's already a musical though, so I mean, like that would make sense to translate it.
Yeah, well, Tim Burton's a wacky guy, so
yeah, we know.
Rope is an Alfred Hitchcock movie that is done on a stage, so that kind of like was already built for that. Phantom of the Opera already talked about. The Innocents, Ghost Stories. The rest of these here, I don't really. I've heard of Arsenic and Old Lace.
Was Phantom of the Opera a silent film first in the 20s?
Yeah.
Or was it 1918 that it came out?
It was
Something
a
like
book
that?
first. It was a book first.
Okay, I got you.
Yep. All right, so yeah, I like Evil Dead. I think would be something to definitely go see. Oh, Little Shop of Horrors is not there, but I think that started out as a play too before it was a movie, maybe. But I don't see it. Like, what are you gonna hear? Like, you're gonna hear banging and people freaking out. You know, like it doesn't work.
Possession! I'm being possessed!
What was the ghost name? What was the entity's name? Toby? What the little girls call him? Toby?
Yeah, it was Toby. Yep. Yep, Miss Toby. I just had
Toby Senior.
A trivia question on our Facebook page.
Like, that's what we're gonna get.
All
we're
right,
gonna get
so I'm sharing
the Shadow Man. Like that's
sharing a link in the comments.
Look it up.
So the link I'm sharing in the comments is our boys over at Fuzz on the Lens have done something really cool. They have done the Leprechaun's Revenge, a horror short film.
Oh, good.
And yeah, so man, is it graphic? And I know I can play this because it's a fan film. We're not going to get dinged for it. But yeah, so this has got some nice gore to it. This scene I actually found was damn funny. So I don't know if you hear the sound, but I'll put a little bit of the sound here.
What a great part to put it at.
Yeah. And he's obsessed with the shoes.
Filthy. Have you no shame?
No
The
shame because
fact
he
that
has
they
no
got Mark
shine.
back, yeah,
Yep.
the fact that they got Mark back was great.
Yep.
Because he's such a lovable guy.
Yeah. So
And it just paid good homage to the original film.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So the chat's in there. I can't play it anymore because we're going to get into the too graphic territory for YouTube. But it is very graphic. It is very fun. It's about 10 minutes long. The Fuzz on the Lens guys are the guys that worked on Terrifier 2 and Terrifier 3, but they've also released Stream, which we're doing the board game for. So they did the short because there's been discussions of there being another Leprechaun movie, and they wanted to throw their hat in the ring. So the link is in the chat, or just go look up Leprechaun Revenge, show your support for it, because it's pretty fun. It's a quick 10-minute fan film, and I think it's really good. And, man, the special effects in it, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Makes me want to watch
Yeah, because
Leprechaun.
I think they got Chris from who did Screamboat. He's real good at his job. So
Yeah, so with
I
that
love
said,
Steamboat.
I don't know if you've all watched it, but there is discussions of there being a Leprechaun 9. So the Fuzz and the Lens guys got a challenge because Mark Jones, the original director, wants to come back. He has a story in mind for doing the next Leprechaun movie, and he only wants Warwick Davis to come back for it. So the Leprechaun series, does it deserve to come back? What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, yes.
I would love it to come back, man, because the first two were like, after the first two, it got silly, but then, yeah, the first two, man, are just fun films.
Leprechaun Back to the Hood is my favorite horror comedy.
Really? We just had
Yeah,
a conversation, Noah and I, about this today.
So ridiculous that it just every
It
time
really
it's like a gut-busting laugh. Like it's a hearty fucking chuckle. Like
I'm gonna be so for real. I was introduced to this as like I think maybe a teenager. I did not know that Jennifer Aniston was into horror movies, and I think that that's because this movie.
That's her debut film.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ. It was such a stupid. It's so stupid. So I've never watched another Leprechaun film. This short was very fun, and I do like the because this it has like the Fuzz on the Lens feel like that you get from Screamboat and from Terrifier that I really enjoy seeing in films. So I would definitely go see a movie if they made it. But if they brought back the original franchise, I wouldn't even like. I would have to then watch all of the other ones, and I don't even want to watch the first one.
You know what's gonna happen. They'll retcon half of the franchise out.
Oh yes, that's correct.
Actually, you don't have to watch all the other ones. Only like the first two, I think, were connected, and after that, each movie was like its own thing.
Yeah, I'm so good.
Thing though, it's funny. I don't know. The only movie I find myself coming back to is, like I said, Back to the Hood. It's just such a ridiculous movie. Genuinely, if you guys want to have a really, really good laugh, go watch that. It's so fun. It's so fun.
Danny, what about you, Danny? You ever gotten to Leprechaun films?
Yeah. I mean, way back in the day, when they originally were out. But would I want Leprechaun again? Yeah, I mean, as long as they do it better. I didn't watch the new Candyman, so I can't say, I know we're trying to bring back old movies, but man, Scream started off hot, started to dip down. I'm scared about I Know What You Did Last Summer, the whole nine. So, we just got to see how it goes. But I wouldn't be opposed to it. What I really want them to bring back is Puppet Master. Because that was my jam as a kid, boy.
They did.
It's still
they
going.
did already.
It's not that they brought it back. It hasn't ended.
No way.
No.
Yeah, the last movie came out, what, 24?
Yeah.
Damn, I've been sleeping under a rock then, boy.
Yeah, let's see here. They have how many films? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, but you see, that's like straight to Blockbuster, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, I want like a major, massive, like, Puppet Master movie, or even Gremlins. I can't wait for Gremlins 3. They keep teasing us with it. I want to see Gremlins 3.
Yep.
Yeah, you're in the same boat with all the Half-Life 3 guys.
I don't want to see Gremlins 3. I don't want to see Gremlins 3 because I've seen Beetlejuice. Like, like,
Yeah,
no.
popular 90s franchises have a hard time translating into 20.
90s fashion is back. I don't know if 90s franchises are back.
Yeah, no, 90s
No.
90s fashion is the only thing 90s to have made a
Yeah,
return.
but the thing is though, is that what they're teasing for Gremlins 3 that would make it dope is that they want to make this one darker than the other two.
Yeah, they did say
Because the
that
second
it
one was a
gonna be
comedy, and they
graphic.
want the third one to be a horror film.
Yeah, they
And
did say this one was going to be graphic.
yeah, they said it's gonna be graphic. They said it's gonna be fucking more horror. You know what I mean? Like I am down for a dark Gremlins movie because yo, I live in Florida where there's a lot of water and a lot of rain. And I'm like, yo, could you imagine if Gremlins came in Florida?
Hurricane Gremlin.
Oh my God, right?
It's like
But that-
Sharknado.
You know
It's
what
funny
franchise? You know what
ahead.
franchise I wouldn't mind coming back, like having a modern day reboot.
What?
Critters.
Critters,
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Gremlins knockoff? Sure.
Yeah,
They tried to reboot
Yeah,
that a few
Critters.
years ago too.
yeah. Critters was fun, man. The first two.
Hmm
They still
Like,
making
I know
Jeepers
it's a
Creepers
trend.
movies.
Well, God, yeah. The
Oh,
Jeepers
okay.
Creepers 4 was Jeepers Creepers 4 is probably one of the worst films ever made because
Those
it's
bastards.
partially incomplete. You see,
Was it worse than 3? I still
yeah,
haven't seen 3 or 4.
4 is just very, very bad. It's unfinished. There's green screen mistakes. It's just like one of the worst films ever put together.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Gremlins was originally going to be an R-rated horror movie, and then they changed it to a PG film. Originally, Billy's mom gets beheaded in the original one, and the head gets thrown down the steps. Yep. So yeah, Gremlins was meant to be a horror movie, so it's returning to its roots.
I would love that.
CG is saying that he would like to see Wishmaster brought back.
You know what?
yeah,
That's not a bad
Wishmaster's
one.
good. Love
That's
Wishmaster.
actually a good recommendation.
Yeah.
If they do it right.
Yeah,
That's not a bad one, dude.
and bring back Andrew Divoff to play the Wishmaster again. The Jinn. Yeah, because he's still, he's still kicking and still doing well.
Yeah, still in good shape too.
We've talked about Reanimator coming back to do the 4th one.
Yep. Urban Legends coming back. So I was like, I'm actually excited for Urban Legend. I'm more excited for Urban Legend than I am I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then Scream 8.
Yeah, I am too.
Are they? They're making a sequel to The Thing, are they not?
I don't know. I know there is conversations about them doing another prequel, possibly, because the entire story that inspired The Thing was discovered. I always like how some of you guys just segue to other videos that we have on the channel. But we have a video on the channel that is Frozen Hell. It's Lost Horror Media that was recently discovered.
I haven't saved it in my wish list.
The full novelization of what The Thing was based off of. Because what happened was that when the Frozen Hell first came out, it wasn't popular. So the author had taken 2 chapters out and then re-released it, and then it took off, and then it became popular, and then it became The Thing. So now that the whole entire book is back together, they're talking about bringing that to the screen. So that'd be interesting.
Cool.
I wouldn't mind them just adapting the video game that was served as a direct sequel to the movie.
Yeah, it's canon too, right?
Just
supposed to be.
Release the practical effect cut of the other one that came out in 2011. Release because the film's done. Release the practical effect version of the 2011 Thing because
that would still be the prequel though. Yeah, that would be the
still,
prequel.
the practical effects
I know.
are so amazing.
That's part of what made The Thing in the 1980s. The Thing, like how awesome the practical effects were in that movie. I mean, granted, the story is really, really awesome as well. Same with They Live. Really like They Live. I haven't finished the 2011 Thing yet.
Me either.
It's good. It's just the CGI was just yeah. If you could look past the CGI, it's a solid movie.
Why did they?
I'm
why
not
did
gonna
they
lie.
make that
Like
change?
even most of the CGI in the movie, it's not really like super offensive. It's just not. It's not where CGI was at 2011.
Exactly. Yeah. And then in comparison to the practical effects of the first film, like yeah.
It's like, yeah, just do
Uh,
practical effects again, guys. It's probably
so no,
cheaper too.
so no. What was your question is going to be? Why did they scrap the practical effects?
Yeah.
Because in when that film was
Budget.
coming out, no, not just budget. CGI was attracting more moviegoers to the theaters, so they were like, "Hey, this is what people want. They want to see CGI stuff. The practical effects are too scary, so we're not going to do the practical effects. So we're going to go and do the CGI because everybody wants to see the CGI type of stuff in films, and that's the route they went.
Wasn't
Because
that
it's
when
not
like wasn't around the same time that like Avatar and all that stuff was coming out?
Yeah, came out in 2011. So it actually delayed the movie by another whole entire year because it wasn't budget, Marcus. Because the other version's done. They have a complete version of the one with practical effects, and then they put CGI over it, and then that's how they released it. So that's another video that we have on there, the lost video cuts. But they're the directors that did the Thing version, they have a movie that's called Harbinger something. I was telling Noah about it, and the practical effects in the film that they released after that is fantastic. So I would go and take a look at that. But Lucas, you got a topic for us today that you kind of
Oh
brought up.
yeah,
The
I had
back
a whole page
rooms.
and everything. Oh,
The
word. I
back
think that's it.
rooms. Yep.
Oh, I have the article by Variety, but yeah, I mean they basically say the same thing. You know, hey, it's the fucking backrooms, the fucking phenomena that swept the internet and YouTube in 2021, that just absolutely boosted analog horror into one of the what I would consider one of the main facets of horror media that's out now. It's just it one of the biggest booms of horror content in the mainstream in general was the Backrooms coming out, and when it did, and it did very well. And the original creator was very smart about doing it. He played it out, like basically like a TV show and like an ARG where it's like it's sort of in the real world. But yeah, no, just a lot of good decisions came out to a really fruitful endeavor. And now A24 has picked up the Backrooms as well, not even a potential. It's going to be a film coming out, and the original creator of the Backrooms content is set to direct. He's only 20 years old. He was born in 2005.
So they were waiting for him, right, to get to a certain age before they moved forward with
Oh
it,
no,
right?
they were basically they contacted him when he was 19. And he was already set to direct when he was still 19 and whatnot. So they've been in production for a while already. I think it's set. I think they want to go for they're a 2026 or a 2027 release.
Yeah, so I'm right here with what we're seeing here in the chat. So we have the Backrooms, and so many channels on YouTube kept the lore going, and the creator, I believe, was just a teenager to do happy. It was a A24. Oh my god, thank God it's A24 and not Blumhouse. Backrooms was freaky. That's how I know of the Backrooms, is through YouTube channels and stuff like that, and seeing it. But I'm pretty excited for it as well.
It's a lot of cool shit.
Yep.
Super liminal horror stuff like that is is making a real like upcharge, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. It seems like a really interesting project. I'm excited that the original creator, or at least not the I guess if he is the original creator, the original creator, is attached to it and is actually directing it. Because I think that can only that can only go to further the story that he's trying to tell. And by the way, if you guys haven't watched the Backrooms videos on his YouTube channel, go and watch them. It's a decent story. I believe it's still ongoing. I think it's all animated too, so it's really impressive work that he's doing, especially at like 19, 20 years old. Like, damn, dude. Shit. A24 deal, and it's now one of the most popular things in the horror world.
I think it's going to be a frightening movie, and then I think having Mark Duplass attached to it, the guy from Creep, Peach Fuzz. Oh my
That's
god.
who sold me. That's who sold
Mhm.
me on him was Mark
Mhm.
Duplessis in both.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. This is going to be tough for me because now, like, the expectation level after Mark Duplass signed on has gone through the roof because seeing him in found footage movies next. Oh, I don't know if you guys have seen
Mhm.
Creep, but you gotta go watch Creep. Fantastic, and then you can watch the Creep tapes, which is the TV series based after it as well. But my God, this is going to be a good one. I think I'm
Yeah, that
excited
guy
for
was also in the show with the lady that played Dr. Gray on Grey's Anatomy or whatever the hell, with about the little girl that pretends to be a little girl and she gets inside this family and then they find out she's actually like a
Orphan.
30-year-old woman.
it.
Orphan.
Yep.
Yeah, it also great show. Watched a few episodes of that on Disney Plus. Not bad. But yeah, he's also in that. Fantastic in that.
Oh yeah, he's
Uh,
in the league too. If you like comedy TV shows, he's in the league.
yeah,
The
he's a
League,
very, very
The League is such an
versatile
awesome show.
Yep. The
Yeah,
league is
that's-
funny.
Forever unclean.
Yep.
Yeah,
The league
I'm
is funny.
super excited for this. This is a big win for the internet. I cannot deny.
Yep.
This is huge.
So Lucas, are you aware of the league,
The League.
the TV
The
show?
show.
All right. I knew when I said it, he wasn't aware of it. All right. And so,
Mhm.
any Rex fan from the TV show Invincible, the voice of Rex is in the league. His character's name is Rafi.
Mhm.
That is him in
Mm.
the show. Like, that character that he developed in that show has translated into everything else that he has done. It's like the
Okay.
night after Christmas, where you have what's his name, Jason Gordon Green, whatever his name is, who encounters the two drunk Santas, and the one Santa goes, "I teach fifth grade, bitch." That's Rex in Invincible, and that's him in the league. And he steals every single episode that he's in. It's fantastic.
He's a
Yep.
great
Even
actor.
when he was in Parks and Rec.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
He's also
Yeah.
Pimento in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Every episode he's in, fantastic.
Yep.
He's
Also
do
plays
he.
Jay in Big Mouth. Eh.
I don't watch Big Mouth.
All right, so we're all excited for the back rooms, which is good. Shannon says fantastic about it.
Yeah,
But
it looks like it's gonna be great. It really does.
mhm.
Just all the art around it. It looks like it's gonna be a real fucking like creepy movie, and
Yep.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yep, I am too. So we're going to go ahead and end this with a shout out to another channel. So Critical Overlord, who I've talked on the side about certain things, and if we swap scoops, he'll give me some scoops. But I haven't talked to him because I don't like getting scoops. Scream 8 is scheduled to begin production in March of 2026, and it looks like the filming location is Atlanta. So typically when Critical Overlord gets some scoops, they're pretty accurate. So we haven't even gotten Scream 7 yet, and we're already looking at Scream 8 to start
Yeah.
production a month after Scream 7 drops.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, cool, good to know. Still haven't seen the movie
Sounds
that's
about
supposed
right.
to lead us into it.
Yeah,
So
but I didn't know. I was so
How
confused as
did
to why
they
people kept
greenlight-
saying
Hold on.
Scream 8.
how is it
Like,
greenlit?
how did
Because
it-
they have
how
millions
is
of
it
dollars.
green-
It was already.
Yeah,
It was
how
already
is it
greenlit.
greenlit when? Oh my god! All
If this
of their
movie's
shit
bad,
has
we
been
have to
so
bully it.
bad.
Like, the internet has to come up like they did for Sonic.
For real.
Go ahead, Danny. Go ahead, Danny.
I'm just
The floor
saying,
is
bro.
yours.
I'm just saying. How the fuck? Nah, I'm cursing too much. How in the hell are you gonna greenlit something that number 6 was trash? We haven't even know what number 7 was looking like. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But it sounds bad. 7 sounds bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like 7 sounds bad already. Like, what are we doing? Is Scream 8 a scary movie and Scream combined? Like, I don't know, man.
Drop that elbow. Drop that elbow.
It's just, I don't know. I hope I know what you did last summer. Blow Scream 7 out of the water. I really do.
Humble the motherfuckers,
I hope.
please.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hope both of these movies are bad so that they can just end.
Well, if this one does good, there's also rumors that of doing a crossover between the two franchises. But we're not going to
Yay!
Oh,
talk.
boo!
I'm so excited for that. A franchise that I give 2 shits and a franchise that I give 1 shit.
Yeah, again, if I want my crossover movie, I want my Freddy versus Jason 2, okay? Because the rumor was it's supposed to be Ash from Evil Dead versus Freddy versus Jason.
Mhm.
That was part 2 was supposed to be. I want
Yep.
that.
Yeah,
I think we
but
just
they-
I think
but
we just need
Freddy's
an
not
anthology
allowed to
series
die,
of
and
Ash
Ash
throwing
wanted to
hands
kill
with
Freddy.
killers in general.
So here's what I'm thinking with Scream 8. Before I say it, here's what King Matthew thinks. So King Matthew is going. Scream 8 could end Sydney's story by having Stu versus Sydney in 8, and then have Sydney retire at the end of 8 after killing Stu, and have 7 end with Stu killing Gail, setting up the fight between them. I agree. I think so.
Good thing
Fight
Sydney never retired.
night. That's one whole. That would be one whole year of advertising Sydney versus Stu. But
I
we see
wouldn't. Oh my god, that's so dumb.
that's a repeat of Michael versus Laurie Strode with Halloween Ends.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yep. But
What are
here's
we
the
doing?
thing. Here's the thing. What I'm thinking
I
with
was
Scream
having
8.
such a good time on this podcast, and then you had to mention Scream.
I could imagine we could talk about Halloween. Moving Scream 8.
We
filming,
are.
moving Scream 8 to Atlanta. I think it's going to be FBI and Kirby focused, because that's
I
where
don't care. I like genuinely don't anymore.
Really.
Not
Nobody,
anymore.
nobody
No.
cares. Nobody
So-
cares anymore.
I don't
I'll
know
put
if
it-
I'm going to even finish Scream 7 when I see it in theaters. Why do I give a shit if Kirby's gonna potentially be an 8? Like, who cares?
I'll put it in layman's terms. These movies are fucked.
Yep, pretty much.
they're
Five
screwed.
was good. 6 had moments that were cool.
that I see
Oh
you.
my
I
God,
see you
like
turning
five
the wheels to justify this movie, to like justify these movies. There's no justifiable excuse.
I need to go make a drink to
Scream.
justify these movies.
Scream unfortunately ended at 6 because whatever story that they were telling and wanted to continue telling in 6 never got to be made, and so now they're pulling shit out of their ass, and it's going to it's automatically going to be worse than whatever the fuck they were going to do.
Marcus, you've been quiet.
Yeah, because I'm not excited for it, man. With Lucas on this one. 'Cause it's like it's like, man,
you
if
put
you-
Marcus in a depression talking about Scream. Damn, Dave.
Wow. Look at Lucas
You know how much I love.
Lucas left.
He was,
You know
he
how
was
much I
sitting there
love
while we were
Scream.
talking. Hello,
Some heavy
darkness,
topics
my old
this week.
friend. This guy.
I wanted to slip my wrist over here, man. You know how much
Oh
I love
my
Scream,
God.
man.
My
And
God!
dude, they just
Oh wow!
man, they're just running it to the ground now. Like, how are you not going to finish Sam and Tara's story? And then, it's just a clusterfuck now, man. And
We
I'm
don't have
like,
the money to do it.
I can love
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard all I want, but I genuinely wouldn't piss on these movies if they were on fire.
Wow. Wow. That's
I'm gonna go
It-
see it.
and
I'm gonna
here's the
see it
thing.
opening night.
If
but
we
still,
see
like,
that they're bad
I don't
and
know.
they are, metaphorically on fire, I'm not gonna do any. I'm not gonna be like, oh, guys, the movie's actually good. No, I'm gonna be, the movie. If the
Guys, it
movie's
has
bad,
moments.
I'm not gonna
You just
defend
have to
the movie just 'cause I
understand
like the
The
franchise.
Oh my God.
connections.
I can enjoy everything.
the whole
Mm.
podcast died at the
I
mention
can-
of
I
Scream
can
8.
enjoy-
The whole
The more
podcast.
we talk about it, the worse it
Uh,
gets. Like
I can enjoy everything up to Scream 4. Scream 5 gets a little muddy, and then Scream 6 makes me want to.
I love Scream 5. I love Scream 5.
Scream 5's okay.
I
It's
like
just
Scream
it to
5
me.
as
It's like the story disconnect between that and 4. It wouldn't work if I only took those movies into account. So, thinking in the way that I don't even want to acknowledge 6, realistically, I can only watch 1 through 4. Maybe have a rough time through 3 and 2. But
Yeah.
I don't know. 1 and 4 are the best
Yeah,
movies in
more-
that franchise.
like the more I understand the grievances with 2, it really doesn't live up as a sequel. The more we talk about it, our
And
discussion
it's not
of how we
saying it's
treated
a bad
better one was
movie.
really
It's just not as good as 1. It's a rough watch. It's a rough watch.
Yep.
Yeah,
it is.
But 1 is good.
Their successes
4
are
is
1 and
really
4
good.
and 5. I would say their successes are 1, 4, and 5.
Yeah, and 4 bombed in the box office.
And
King
if they
Matthews.
had
Yep.
3
King
had
Matthews.
potential.
Yep. I don't think 3 had potential. My only
These
problem is they're relying on nostalgia for Scream 7, bringing back Dewey and all the other dead characters. Yep.
Yeah,
I
this
agree.
franchise is
Halloween.
only surviving on nostalgia. The only time that they tried to not add nostalgia into the film, which was 6, and even then they still had Gale in it for some fucking reason. You know, like these movies only survive on the nostalgia of when they were good or kind of good.
Yeah.
And that's not a good stance to run the franchise off of.
Unfortunately, it still has a heartbeat.
Yeah, and honestly, it's still one of the better horror franchises. Like when you look at Texas Chainsaw Massacre, when you look at the movie based around a holiday that will not be named, when you look at Jeepers Creepers, it's still one of the better franchises. So, alrighty, guys. Anything that you guys want to close out with? Any quick conversations? Anything?
Oh, I'm sad now.
Did we talk about Ironheart at all last? No, we weren't even here last week.
Yeah, we were here last week.
Ironheart.
For
anybody
how are you gonna bring
even
Mephisto
slightly-
into Ironheart, which he should have been in WandaVision? That's all I'm saying. I've been
For
saying that from the
anybody-
get-go.
For anybody that is even remotely interested in watching Ironheart,
Go.
it's solid for the most part.
I love seeing the audio spikes around the ball. Don't.
It's a solid show for the most part. On the other part, it's a really messy story that has a lot of really differentiating themes going for it. However, I will say one thing: the Mephisto storyline that they used, and I'm going to spoil it because it's been out for longer than a few weeks now. They just stole it from Spider-Man's One More Day. It's a complete rip from Spider-Man's One More Day. And it doesn't really. So to me, I think
how the fuck does that translate?
That's just because I like it. So the Mephisto, the storyline of Spider-Man One More Day. We'll go through it really quickly.
Well, I know the storyline.
Well, for people who don't, for people who don't know, Mephisto basically gives Spider-Man a chance after he reveals his identity in Civil War, the comics. Because Aunt May dies, Kingpin has Aunt May killed. Spider-Man makes a deal with Mephisto to trade his marriage with Mary Jane and all the memories that he has with Mary Jane and whatnot for the life of his 90-year-old aunt that was going to die a week later anyways, because that's how it actually played out. Anyways, so that's that storyline. And then in Ironheart, they have it where Riri's friend Natalie, she gets shot and killed in a drive-by shooting. It is a very, very sad scene when they do have her actually like go through those emotions, and it's very well handled. Ryan Coogler is very good at that directorial style. The other stuff, not great. But yeah, so she makes a deal with Mephisto after he makes himself visible to her after she defeats the main bad guy of the storyline, which is also a really messy character. And she thinks that she is bargaining to get the AI that she made of her friend Natalie back, but when Natalie reappears, it's actually Natalie in human form. She's back to life, actually alive. So they ripped One More Day's storyline to give to Riri. I think it works better for Riri because it never worked for Spider-Man. But at the same time, it's still a really rough storyline, and we'll only see how it plays out in whatever future project Riri's in, and I doubt we'll see her again in the next.
Is that true though? Is that true though? There's so many things that like the Eternals.
Too much. It's just too much. It's just too much.
All of this stuff, I'm gonna say it. I've said it once, and I'll say it again. First of all, Ironheart, boo. Bring Mephisto, boo. Should have happened earlier. Should have established Mephisto earlier.
They should have
to mess with all these characters. He should have been the next big bad because he is OP as hell. He should have been one of the next. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know about the next big bad. I don't know about the next big bad.
You do not know how strong Mephisto is. Then, my friend.
I'm not saying that he's not strong enough to be big bad level. he's not the type of character that I would see the MCU going down the path
Well,
for. Like,
you look at it from like the phases
They
did from
had-
phase 1 through 4, like with Loki, Ultron, stuff like that. So, like if you're building up towards in like initial phases, I don't see why he can't work as a building phase towards
would've.
something bigger. Yeah,
They had the momentum with WandaVision. They had
Yep.
it, and they
Yeah,
let
but
it go.
was
and then
always
they killed
al-
Wanda
Mephisto's
because they killed
always
Wanda because she was too
worked
overpowered.
really well as like a background villain who uses the deals he makes, because he's basically the devil. He uses the deals he makes for these people's souls to hurt them.
Yeah,
in the
but that's a
future. That's
perfect
his whole- that's
building
his whole
block
shtick.
towards.
Yeah,
him
but then
being
you got
an
a
initial
character
phase villain.
also, and you have a character that doesn't need to be multiversal level to affect every single superhero.
Yeah,
This is true.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't see it playing out now. If
Oh,
they
absolutely
were
not.
to do it, it's a definite
Yeah.
missed opportunity.
All right.
All I know is my name is Mephisto. I like.
Yeah,
My
and
wife.
then like
My
why
wife.
that and like Vision Quest? Like we're still moving forward with that TV show. Who the
I'm
hell
okay
cares?
with it. I like Vision.
It's gonna be 6 years since we've seen
Oh.
him last.
Oh my
Oh, I don't
God!
care.
6 years since
Yeah.
WandaVision.
Yeah.
Don't do
It's
this
been
to
too
me, Dave.
damn long. It's been too damn long since we've
That's
seen.
right. It's over. No one cares
Yeah,
no more about White Vision.
I care about.
Damn
White
it, Dave! You just said it's been 6 years since WandaVision. Good God!
Yeah.
Really quickly, Brenton has something cool to show us. He has something
All right.
that he found.
Brenton, close us out, Brenton.
What is it, Brenton? You're closing us out. Come here. Come here.
Hello. So Spotify did something really cool with the Superman movie, where if you look up Superman playlist, it'll actually show you which character is most like your music taste.
Ooh.
who did you
So-
get?
I got Mr. Terrific.
Goated
Alright.
character. Goated character.
Mhm.
I don't have Spotify, so
Wait, yeah. How do I do this?
I'm doing that later.
Wait, you said do what now?
I think it's in
No,
you said
Spotify.
do what now?
It's in
Yeah,
Spotify.
but what do we do in Spotify?
I have no idea. I would.
instructions I'm clear
He's
now.
right
I would-
there, Lucas. Your brother's right there. Ask him.
He walked away. He's back now, though. How do you do it?
What's up?
How do you do it?
So you go to Spotify, go in the search tab, and just look up Superman playlist, and it'll pop up,
Oh.
and it'll show you which character you're most like.
Okay.
So
Everybody.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Playlist in your Spotify right now and find out which Superman character you're most like.
I'm about to do it right
This
meow.
is not a paid ad.
We're not getting paid for this. I just like the movie.
Best paid.
Yeah. If you type
got
Wizard
the
of Oz,
engineer.
and you got the engineer.
Yeah, I got
You
the
got
Wait,
the
is
engineer?
it the first one? Is it the first one that's yours?
Wait, I gotta see.
Yeah, that was the first one.
I gotta see.
Oh
who I get
shoot,
now.
yo, I got no bullshit. I got Superman.
Let's go.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I can't. I
Hold
can't
on.
see who Luke-
Yeah, I'm
It's-
about to
It's
figure
gonna,
this
it's gonna
out.
be Jimmy. It's
If
gonna be
it's not Jimmy Olsen, I'm gonna be so upset.
Fuck Jimmy. He's horrible.
No,
Fuck
Jimmy.
you.
Fuck. That's the point. You don't fuck Jimmy. Jimmy fucks you.
Exactly. Okay. Superman playlist.
You got to be logged in for it.
I'm glad that this is a thing now. I don't
Yeah,
have
all
Spotify,
right.
so it's
All
not
right.
Jimmy. I can't.
Alrighty. So you're not doing it. All right. So we know. All right. Who you got? Who
I
you
got mutant toes.
Oh my God.
I got
Fucking
mutant
Jimmy.
toes. Jimmy's
Who?
coming after my ass.
Oh my God.
Who did you get?
I got mutant toes.
What the hell's
Eve.
that?
I can't say it without spoiling the movie.
Eve test smoker.
I got Clark Kent.
No
So
way.
not Superman?
Oh, so you
Yeah.
got
Oh, wait.
not Superman.
Wait, hold on.
Funny as
No,
shit.
hold on. I made mistakes were made. I didn't
Oh.
even click on it yet. Hold on,
Oh,
let me
yeah,
click
you
on
gotta,
it.
you gotta click on it'll say the Superman official playlist.
Yeah, I got it. Let me do it now. I'm about to click on it right now.
All
Here we
right,
go,
Danny,
guys.
you close
Here we
us
go,
out.
boys.
Here we go.
Boo!
What'd you get?
The engineer.
Oh, you got the engineer too.
Boo!
Here, can someone explain
Worst
who the
character in the film.
The engineer, basically a Kirkland brand of morph in female form.
Oh.
Yeah, if you guys want to know what the engineer is, it's another very obscure comic book character that literally nobody could tell you anything about unless you read the comics that she was in.
Alrighty. Look, James
Again,
is a punk
James
rocker
Gunn's-
if Clark or
James Gunn's,
Superman.
starter pack right there.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back next weekend. If you have some ideas for what you want us to cover, just drop that in the comments, and we'll talk to you very soon.
If you guys want to hear us talk about Superman, we're not gonna anymore. It's over.
Yep. Maybe in 2 weeks
No, we're
we'll
going
talk
back
about
to
it.
talking about Scream and Halloween. That
No.
Scream
No
and
more Halloween.
Ooh-wee.
Watch there be
Halloween.
watch there be a
Jesus,
Halloween
Jesus.
announcement.
Jesus Christ, Morty! I hate talking about